Good way to start the SEC season for Alabama. I like the Tide to roll here. We'll take Alabama at home.
Arkansas can really pass the football, so the Tide secondary will be in a test this week, but I say Alabama beats them with physical play. Go with the Crimson Tide.
Arkansas can throw the ball over the field, but they haven't seen a defense as good as Alabama's. Take the Tide at home.
Arkansas's Ryan Mallett has soared to the top of the NCAA passing list, but he hadn't faced a defense like Alabama's. Alabama won't be able to shut him down, but they'll contain him enough, and combined with a solid offensive performance again by Greg McElroy.
Tigers shouldn't have much trouble this week. Their focus is on getting themselves better, and I don't think the Cardinals will get in the way.
Auburn finally gets a breather after 3 tough weeks, 3 victories, and they'll get another one, this time much easier against Ball State. Go with the Tigers.
Ball State comes into the game with high momentum from losses to great teams such as North Texas, New Hampshire, and Army. I think they're gonna stay winless. Look for Auburn to win this one pretty easily.
This game sits as a trap type situation for Auburn between last week's great effort against West Virginia and then the upcoming onslaught of SEC games they've got in the next 5 weeks that will tell the tale for their season. Simply put, Auburn still has too much talent.
Really tough road game for Troy to start the Sun Belt season. It won't be easy, but I do think they'll get it done in the 4th quarter.
Troy finally got their offense on track. The defense looked much better too in a win against UAB. They go on the road against Arkansas State in a big Sun Belt game. I'm sticking with the Trojans.
It's a tough game for Troy, but usually the Trojans, when they're playing games like this against teams that could beat them, they come out with a win. So pick the Trojans on the road.
The Trojans' offense got untracked last week, just in time as conference play begins. The Trojans trying to defend their Sun Belt Conference title. They'll take a good step this week. They usually struggle at Arkansas State, and it may be a struggle again this week, but they'll pull it out at the end.
Bulldogs' schedule doesn't get any easier. Here comes Arizona State out of the Pac-10, and they'll keep it interesting for most of the game against Georgia. Still, I like the home team to win.
Georgia gets a huge win last week on the road at Arkansas. They're back home between the hedges. I'm going with Georgia.
I don't think the Pac-10 is going to have much luck in Athens this time. Go with Georgia.
Georgia's defense has to get better if it wants to contend for SEC Eastern Division title honors. Right now, the Bulldogs step out of conference. Defense will improve this week as the Bulldogs take the victory.
Great game here in the ACC. It's kind of up for grabs. Miami has been so surprising so early, but I think Virginia Tech playing at home will pull a mild upset.
Miami has looked awfully good this year, one of the best teams so far in the early season as opposed to their team last year. They've really improved, but this week I'm going with Virginia Tech.
I really want to pick Miami because they've done so well over the past couple weeks, but I think Virginia Tech brings them back down to earth.
On paper, it looks like the Hurricanes might be back. A couple big wins so far this year. Personally, I'm not sold. And plus, they got to go to Blacksburg, Virginia, a tough place to play, and the Hurricanes will find that out Saturday.